You guys remember the food
Jesus.
babe.
Oh, yeah.
How can we forget her?
We've spoken of
How
her
is she even
before.
a thing?
Andy, do you have the food babe in the UK?
We don't have the food babe in the UK as such, but we do have the entrails of her campaign here. So Subway had to do something.
So did you happen to see her most recent war on pumpkin spice?
Oh, I know all about it.
Oh my God, this is such an important topic.
That is a bit of an Americanism at this point, but I do know that it's starting to leak over into the UK and elsewhere.
Can we apologize now for that?
No.
Would that be appropriate?
No.
Oh.
We will never apologize because pumpkin is the greatest food ever made and it does belong in every other food. And I have been an advocate for this for years. And so I have never had a problem with things like, Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. A lot of people do. They think there's too much pumpkin and too much pumpkin spice everywhere. I am not one of those people.
Rebecca, Oreo pumpkin spice cookies.
Okay, that might have been too far.
I draw the line, but Rebecca, you would have loved my dinner last night. Pumpkin soup and then pumpkin ravioli. Boy, was
nice.
it good. Oh,
I love a good pumpkin ravioli.
Oof.
Yeah, we have spoken about her in the past and how she, I think before we were talking about how she was accusing Subway of putting yoga mats in their bread. This time, her target is Starbucks and it is the pumpkin spice latte. And she put out this graphic accusing Starbucks of basically filling their pumpkin spice lattes with death. And the first thing that really stuck out for a lot of people that made them pass this around on Facebook and elsewhere is that the pumpkin spice latte has no real pumpkin in the ingredients.
How
and
horrible.
People were shocked at this. Yeah, how dare you?
My God.
Not realizing, apparently, that pumpkin spice is a thing.
There is an actual spice that's called pumpkin spice.
Well, it's a combination of spices, yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Technically, it's like Mexican spice. Mexican spice has no actual Mexicans in it. But
Yeah, I was going to say poultry spice has no chickens in it.
exactly. Yeah, there's poultry spice, there's pork spices.
Does allspice have everything in it?
Allspice is literally every
Everything.
spice.
And I understand the Sour Patch Kids, no kids. No
children. There are no children.
This is false advertising left and right.
So yeah, pumpkin spice is technically cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice, which are the same things that you can get in chai latte usually, or that go into gingerbread cookies, and they're the same things that go into pumpkin pie, which is why they are called pumpkin spice when you put them all together. And you can get them in the grocery store in a little thing called pumpkin spice. And so that's what goes into pumpkin spice lattes. So that is one of the things that the food babe calls out. And so you immediately know that she's full of it. But there are other things that she calls out, including, caramel or caramel, if you prefer, coloring, which she says is a carcinogen. That's not strictly true. There's really no evidence, to suggest that it is a carcinogen in humans at the level that it's used in things like pumpkin spice lattes or colas or anything else you eat that is brown, basically. She also is upset that pumpkin spice lattes are made with quote unquote Monsanto milk, aka
regular milk.
Yeah, milk, basically.
Also known as milk.
Yeah.
Milk that comes from cows that are fed GMO foods.
Just call it Nazi milk. And
Nazi milk.
Yeah, why not? Hitler
milk.
She also claims that they contain a quote unquote toxic dose of sugar, which FYI, I've had a pumpkin spice latte. I have known people who drank pumpkin spice lattes. I have known 0 people who have died from sugar overdoses from eating them.
How do you know? Because they're
Can I
dead,
interject for just 1 second?
I did get diabetes. Yes.
Could I please interject? Okay.
Please, yeah.
She clearly has never heard of pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Because I've eaten so many pixie sticks that I got sick. Okay. I know the sugar tolerance level.
And I'm telling you that a pumpkin spice latte, whatever you're getting from Starbucks, is not even close to the point where you're going to get sick. And I'm telling you, I probably ate $100 worth of Pixie Sticks.
I believe that, Jay. It is worth noting that there is a lot of sugar in Starbucks, like fancy drinks, but I'm pretty sure at this point everyone knows that. No one is ordering like a caramel frappuccino and considering a health beverage. Yes, they are full of sugar. A toxic dose? Demonstrably no. Like, obviously people are consuming these and not dying or contracting life-threatening diseases. So, you know, there are a number of issues. So, one of my, the Skeptics sister sites, Grounded Parents, where they blog about parenting stuff, Kavin Synapathy blogged about this the other day, and she pointed out that they had actually, Food Babe and others had started a petition that they were actually trying to get Starbucks to, change their milk to come from GMO-free cows. And they, apparently did a petition with more than 120,000, signatures, which they think is a lot, but apparently they have not seen Starbucks numbers recently. Like 120,000 people is not a big deal to them. And so yeah, so far Starbucks has not bowed to the pressure. They have continued to serve up their GMO delicious drinks without making any changes.
Rebecca, in fact, didn't Starbucks make a public, comment about this? I mean, they actually said something about their shareholders. Like if they said, if you disagree, with what we believe, then, you're more than welcome to sell your shares or something like that. They really just did not.
They're not taking the bait.
No,
I know. All I saw, was that they responded with, we actually don't have anything else to share at this time, but thanks for checking.
That's what they said. The reason why Starbucks is very smart, because if they bowed to anything like this, they would be opening themselves up to an enormous amount of pressure from a lot of different groups.
Yeah.
So
here's a newsflash, guys. Starbucks is not a health food store.
Right.
It's a coffee and donut type of shop where you go to get sugary food and sugary drinks.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they absolutely don't want to open themselves up to this. So I think that they should, it's a game of chicken and they should absolutely not blink.
If there was no real, monetary difference, I would absolutely not blame them for switching. But I think that there probably is a huge monetary difference to go over to quote unquote GMO free, milk. Not because it's healthier or better, but because by labeling their stuff GMO free, people can charge a premium for the milk. And so, I don't know, maybe they'll start offering a GMO free option. I could totally see them do that. Yeah. But yeah, as of right now, it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference.
Well, through the help of one of our listeners, I posted a call to action, for Skeptics on the SGU Facebook page this weekend. And we had an enormous response. I mean, the call to action was, in essence saying, I think people interpret it as support Starbucks by, helping them understand that they don't have to change anything. They don't have to, bow to any of the pressure or whatever. What we were really asking Skeptics to do was stand up against the anti-GMO sentiment.